Today we've got a very simple question. How many minions would it take to defeat Thanos? Thanos is like the ultimate villain, and he's already got a whole army of his own minions behind him. But how many of these minions would it take to beat him? 100? 1,000? A million? 10 million? That's what we're going to find out today. So let's get into it. Thanos, the Mad Titan, the biggest threat to the universe. The Purple People Purger, terror to Earth, and the Avengers and the Guardians and all your favorite heroes. Born on the planet Titan, Thanos saw its days were numbered due to overpopulation. So Thanos came up with a solution. Genocide. Completely random and fair to everyone, but half the planet wiped out. People called him mad, but Thanos was like, oh wow, this really worked. Let's apply it to the whole universe. So he went out searching for the Infinity Stones to wipe out half the universe with just a snap. And for starters, Thanos is really strong. Like, really strong. I mean, basically no one can beat him in a one-on-one fight. A lot of them have tried, some of them have gotten some good hits in, but they've all fallen. Each and every last one of them. Except if you've got chaos magic, I guess, or cosmic powers, or just of a JJ. Those seem to be his kryptonite for some reason. But seriously, Thanos went through a whole freaking gauntlet of heroes. Beat each and every last one of them. He trashed Hulk. Just absolutely destroyed the big green guy. And Hulk is the same guy who can one-shot Leviathans. He can even knock around Surtur when he was the size of a mountain. Thanos beat that guy easy. He beat Iron Man when right before that Tony got hit with a freaking meteor from outer space and didn't go down. He overpowered Thor and did it again and again and again. I mean, props to Thor for getting back up each time, but he was getting beat by Thanos each time. And Thor? Well, he restarted the Forge and moved around the rings into the Valir, something that required hundreds of thousands of tons of force and power. Then he fought Captain Marvel, and he overpowered her too, sent her flying. The same girl who could do this. Then when he was wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. And I mean, you saw what that thing did to Hulk, right? Well, he was able to hold her back again with just one arm. He tore through Captain America's shield, crushed the Tesseract in the palm of his hand, ripped through vibranium, and plucked the Mind Stone straight from Vision's forehead. Thanos is ridiculously strong. Seriously, you don't want to cross this guy. You just don't. You're gonna get destroyed. And honestly, with everything Thanos has been through, he's almost like more than just tough. He's tougher than tough. He was able to take fire and take explosions, attacks from Iron Man and his repulsor blast, energy blast, and the whole like. Even lightning from Mjolnir and lightning from Stormbreaker. And that stuff can kill Leviathans. It can blow right through Outriders, do all sorts of damage, yet couldn't really damage Thanos. Then he took Scarlet Witch's chaos magic, the same thing that atomized Ultron bots and ripped through vibranium or tear out Ultron's heart. She couldn't really tear through Thanos in quite the same way. And then there's just using the Infinity Gauntlet and performing those snaps. I mean, the gauntlet itself is channeling enough energy where it'd be able to light up a whole continent. Thanos was still able to put this thing on and then go on and continue fighting against Captain Marvel. So it's pretty crazy just to be able to put it on. But it also requires an immense amount of strength to actually snap it. Hulk was the only one who's going to be strong enough to do it. Thor couldn't do it. Captain Marvel couldn't do it. Iron Man literally died when he did it. Hulk was the only one. And Thanos? Well, he did it twice. He was sending out energy surges of cosmic proportions, the kind that no one had ever seen before. And while it did manage to injure Thanos, he still snapped twice. He was able to walk right through the Hulk, right through Thor, took attacks from Captain America, from Captain Marvel, from all the Avengers, from all the Guardians, from all of them. Thanos is easily the toughest fighter in the MCU. He's dang near impossible for any hero to put down. First appearing during the time of the dinosaurs, the Minions are an ancient race of beings who are solely devoted to serving the most despicable master that they can find. After a fiasco in London, they found young Gru as he stole Queen Elizabeth's crown, and have served him ever since. Now the thing about Minions when it comes to a fight is, 1, they're kinda dumb and incompetent, and 2, well, they're dang near indestructible. In fact, the Minions might actually be immortal. It looks like it's been the same Minions that have been around since we first learned about their race. They're fine after taking basically every single attack that you can throw at them, and I really do mean any attack. And with that, well, I guess you could argue that they would take any attack from Thanos too, and still be standing. I mean, even for as strong and powerful as Thanos is, it does look like Minions are indestructible. But the problem here is, what can the Minions even do against Thanos in a fight? I mean, they're kinda superhumanly strong, at least a lot stronger than you might expect, and sometimes they'll carry around weapons, primarily weapons made by Gru. But what's that gonna do against Thanos? He was able to take fire and take explosions, attacks from Iron Man, his repulsor blast, energy blast, even lightning from Mjolnir and lightning from Stormbreaker. Yet none of it could damage Thanos. I mean, maybe you could argue that Thanos could get overrated and overwhelmed by just sheer numbers, but what would that even take? Like millions of them? Maybe billions? Because while Thanos probably couldn't kill the Minions also can't kill Thanos. At best, it's coming down to a stalemate here. But problem is that's kinda forgetting what the Minions are and what the Minions are made for. In fact, this is a scenario in a fight that the Minions are pretty much tailor-made to win. See, you gotta remember that Thanos is a villain. Thanos is the villain, one of the biggest villains in the universe, and the Minions would be naturally drawn to him. They wouldn't want to fight him. They wouldn't want to kill him. They'd want to follow him. And Thanos, being Thanos, well, he'd probably let them. Thanos' ego is unmatched. He let them serve him, even if it's just because it lets Thanos feel superior to them. And then with that lined up, well, the Minions do what they do best. They accidentally kill their masters. Like, for example, they accidentally killed Count Dracula because they woke him up with a birthday surprise, and they're too stupid to remember that sunlight will kill him. So in some dumb attempt to please Thanos, well, they do something idiotic. Thanos definitely wouldn't believe that the little yellow guys in overalls will do anything to actually hurt him. He'd welcome in their praise for him. Before you know it, he's been launched into space by a Minion pressing the wrong button. Or one of the Minions has taken the gauntlet to make a shrine to Thanos and accidentally vaporized him. Minions have some level of Toon Force power here. And for as powerful as Thanos is in the MCU, he's not outrunning the power of Toon Force. It's funny to see them screw up a competent villain, so they inevitably do. There's probably nothing that Thanos can do about it. And while it's not clear how many Minions it would take to do this, theoretically, it could happen with just one. But because of the rule of 3 in comedy, I'd say 3 Minions. 1 Minion and you have an odd couple dynamic, 2, and Thanos would be like the dog caught in the middle of Tom and Jerry's antics. 3, yeah, not happening. Thanos isn't making out of that one alive. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.